this is Ian on the osteopathy, and today I'm continuing the little series on some seated exercises, and today we're going to be looking a little bit more about what we can do to help with strength. So strength is very important, especially as we age, or if we're not as mobile. It's really important to keep that strength. It will help you do some of the daily activities, but it also and keep the muscles nice and strong, but it will also help keep bones strong. So we need to put loads through bones to help keep them strong, keep them well mineralized, and to try to keep them nice and strong, so we reduce the risk of things like a fracture or something if we fall over. So strength training is really important. Now these are just a few really simple ones we can do, again, completely seated. So the ideal, if you're struggling to get out, or if you can't go out for whatever reason, or don't have an awful lot of space to exercise, these will be a really good start for you. So today we are going to need a few props. So I would suggest getting these ready before you start. So we're going to need either something like a resistance band. So you may or may not have one of these. There are different strengths, but if you don't have one of those, something like a scarf or even a towel is absolutely ideal. We can adapt things for those. We are going to need either a nice soft ball, something like this, quite squeezy, or a towel, a rolled up towel. And the other thing we're going to need is either a couple of small water bottles filled up, or a couple of tins of, well, chopped tomatoes in this case, but whatever you prefer. Just a couple of tins, about the same sort of weight, and the same with the water. So if you're using little bottles of water, try and use similar ones so you've got about the same weight. We'll be using those in our hands. So get those all ready before we start. So pause the video if you need to go and get a few things, and then we will get started. So the first thing I want to look at is some strengthening around the thighs, around the hips. Okay, so we're going to use a resistance band or a scarf, and we're going to wrap that underneath our legs. Again, we're going to be sitting on towards the front of the chair in a really nice posture. We're going to be wrapping the band around our legs. Now this can be a band, a scarf, it can even be a old pair of tights, something like that. And we're just going to hold onto it at the front just to stabilise it. So you can see it's around my thighs there, and all we're going to do then is just press the thighs apart, hold that for 2 or 3 seconds, and then let the knees come back together nice and controlled. So we're not going to push out, so we're not going to just let them fall in like that. We're just going to be nice and controlled, out and back in. Like I said, you keep going. We're going to do this 5 to 10 times. I'm just going to show you what to do if you've just got a scarf, something like that. You probably haven't got quite so much give in that. So again, just wrap it around and just push out to the sides and just hold that resistance. So just keep pushing against that resistance. Even if you can't go anywhere, that's absolutely fine. And then relax. So we're going to do that hold for 3 to 5 seconds, and repeat maybe up to 10 times if you can. Okay, and relax there. So to start with, I would say do that 10 times. Over a period of time, if you keep doing this consistently, you should be able to build that up. And I would say build up to 3 lots of 10 times if you can. So just taking a short break in between. So the next one we're going to look at is actually the inside. So we're going to build up the inside thigh muscles. So the first one, building up the outside, giving you some strength around the hips, and this is going to build the inside up. So this is where my soft squeezy ball comes in. I'm going to put it just between my knees or my thighs, or like I said, alternatively a towel. You can do that. And if you have absolutely nothing at all, we can still do something here. Curled up fists in between your knees will work absolutely fine. So I'm going to use the ball. I think that's really quite nice. And similar thing, again, think about that posture, and we're just going to squeeze the knees together now. Keep that squeeze. Again, hold for 3 to 5 seconds, and then relax out. Don't relax so far the ball goes disappearing off. And then squeeze again. and then back out again. So nice and controlled movements, and you should feel that squeeze. You should feel the muscles on the insides of your thighs just switching on. And you should start to feel them. You will feel if you feel they're going to be a little bit firmer, and that will help. I'm just going to show you how that would work with a towel. So again, the rolled up towel, again just between the knees, roll it up, fold it up, and then you're just going to squeeze into that and back out again, and squeeze in and hold and back out. Exactly the same. We're going to do that up to 10 times to start with, building up over a period of time to maybe 3 lots of 10 with maybe a minute in between each set of 10. Okay, next thing we're going to do, I really quite like. It's a little bit of a 2-in-1, and we're going to look at how we can strengthen the calves down here, and it's also going to give us a bit of strengthening through the upper arms, through the back of the upper arms as well. So I'm just going to come sideways for this one. So again, nice and relaxed, nice and comfortable. Knees at 90 degrees. We're going to put the hand on the same side onto the top of our knee, and just reinforce that with the other hand. And then we're going to push up into that, lift the heel, and push up into that hand. And at the same time, your arm and your hand can try and push that back down. So keep most of the work coming through this arm, just supported with the other one. Now you should be able to feel your calf working, trying to push it up, but also the back of the arm here working, trying to push it down. So we're going to the calf is going to be the stronger muscle. That's going to win, and you're going to get that heel raise. But at the same time, you're counteracting that and feel the pressure down here. So exactly the same. We're going to hold that for 3 to 5 seconds and relax down, and then come back up again. Hold for 3 to 5 and relax down. Try and keep the shoulders nice and low, and back down. So again, we're going to do that maybe 5 to 10 times on that leg, and then exactly the same on the other one. So rest on top, push up, feel the tension in the upper arm here. Feel the tension in the calf as you push up with your toe and lift that heel, and hold, and then back down, and the same again, and back down. 3, 4, and one more. 5 to there. Okay, so that's worked. So far we've worked through the calves, we worked through the thighs, the inner and the outer thighs, and we're just going to start looking now at, we're going to come into the arms. So we've done a little bit now at the back of the arms, so we're just going to do some for the front of the arms. So this is where you can either use a resistance band, place underneath the feet. That can then come up to here. Alternatively, grab your tins. And again for this, I think the tins is great. And what we're going to do is we're just going to bring the tins up and then back down, and then so start low, bring it up, come back to about 90 degrees, and just hold that for a few seconds and back down. And the same with the other arm. Bring it up, bring it down, hold that 3 to 5 seconds, and then relax it down again. And we're going to repeat that again, maybe 5 times on each side. Now you may find, if it's too difficult to do with the tins, then try it without. So you can just do that same movement and just bring it back. If it's too easy with the tins, again, think about something a little bit heavier maybe. So these tins are maybe 400 grams. A ½ litre bottle of water is going to be around about 500 grams. So that would give you extra little bit of resistance there. Alternatively, like I said, you can get different strengths of resistance band. And that again, if you hook that underneath there, you'll be able to come up, and depending on the resistance of the band, it's going to make it easier or harder. So that's a good way to progress. So again, with these, we're going to do 5 on each side, holding at 90 degrees for around about 5 seconds. And again, as you strengthen, you should be able to up that. And what I would suggest is keep up the weight you're comfortable with, and increase the amount of time you do that. So maybe up to 10 on each side to start with, before then increasing the weight. Okay, so we're also going to look at the upper back. So for that, I would again suggest you get your tins, and if you start with your arms just by your outer thighs, so you can just see where my arms are here. And what we're going to do is we're going to move the arms backwards, thinking about pushing your elbows back and bringing those shoulder blades together at the back as well. So we're not lifting the arms, we're just bringing them backwards. Having a little bit of resistance in the hand is a great idea, but again, if you don't want to do it with that, you can just do that without. Just think about closing those shoulder blades at the back. So again, we're going to pull it back, we're going to hold for 3 to 5 seconds and relax out, and the same again, and relax off. So again, do that for 5 to 10 times, maybe 10 times if you're able to. And once again, you can build that up to 3 times 10 over a period of time. Now the last one I want to do is to look at strengthening the chest area here. So that again can be a difficult one maybe to strengthen, and there's a number of ways to do that. So we can either again use a resistance band, and that can then be looped around your back, quite high up, and we can then push out to here. So we're pushing the arms forward, and then to really give us a good strengthening across there, we can cross the arms over and bring them back and back again. And the same again, push out, bring them across, we can hold that, get nice and controlled to come back and back to the starting position. We're going to do this about 5 times. It might be quite difficult, but stick with it. You can also do this with no props at all, so just using your arms, just come forward as far as you're comfortable, and then think about crossing those arms. Now the crossing is coming from the shoulders, so you're rounding those shoulders in to cross them up, and then rounding them back again to bring them back to the start. These should all be nice controlled movements, and to add a little bit more pressure if you don't want to use a band, again, use your tins. So pushing out, crossing over, and coming back again. Okay. So 5 to 10 times of doing that, again, is going to start to really strengthen. All the way through this, think about your posture, think about how you're sitting. Again, nice straight back, be nice and stable on your chair, feet at 90 degrees, so you've got a lovely stable base. If you've got any problems at all, please do get in touch. I'm here to help. You can message me, you can call me, you can put a comment on the Facebook feed, whichever way is most suitable for you. I'll leave all the details in the post so that you know how to get in touch. Especially at the moment, in this time, what I want to do is be able to help you and help you really maintain your health, maintain your strength through this time. Okay, so I hope that's been useful, and give it a go. Let me know how you get on, and let me know if there's anything else that you think would be beneficial for you to be doing, or any other areas where you think you need some help in just coming up with a way to exercise that isn't running around outside. Okay, I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.